Update that title. Finishing. Let's go. Yum yum yum. Right. Where we start. Obligatory. Did get A, yeah? Come on, baboom!
Lancer Fang, captain of Reserve Op Team A1. My team and I will do our
Badge.
best.
This music though. Grind my shoulder into the heartbeats, our footsteps melt. A place nowhere to find the tear. Soaked pelt. So that's the fur. Why pelt? The Emperor? That'd be funny. Hello? This is... I'm assuming this is mining obsidian? Still don't get it. Why would a lady like you choose to spend your days in a hole like this? Aren't you afraid of the infected? Are the infected not but normal people saddled with misfortune? Gentle scholar. Just like this child of mine, yet unborn. Maybe she'll become infected herself, or remain a lucky one who just makes friends with them. Oh, they as parents, I guess. Either way, I wish for her to live in a city full of love and goodness. If continuing to mine here will harm the environment, shouldn't we stop? For now, this city can only rely on nature's bounty. Even so, our descendants will definitely carve out a home with their own hands. I hope then that you and I, and all of them, that all of us, will find our old place in Siesta. The elderly unhindered by age, the sickly unburdened by despair, that is the siesta of my dreams. That is the siesta I wish for my child to see. Did that really ever happen? Well, let's start with the mines. The children yearn for the mines. Hello. Little black sheep. Why are you all alone? Do you know where the rest went? Oh, so you keep eating these old signposts and addresses and letters. Is it because you're lost? Can you understand me? The fluffy creature remains silent as it sniffs about, picking the next signpost to be devoured. Did you get lost when Siesta moved? Or is your home on the undeveloped plate instead of the mines? You digging out? Yep. The creature paws the ground urgently as Adele stands, silently looking at it. Where does it want to go? Excuse me? Hesitantly, it approaches Adele, pressing its head to Adele's chest as if listening to her heartbeat. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Not this sound, not this sound. The creature lowers its head and continues following the path ahead. Are you looking for your home or your friends and family? Do you know where to find them? The fluffy creature turns its head, staring inquisitively at Adele. Keller? Adele, where are you? I need you to help me with some data. Can you come to the museum now? Adele looks at the expectant creature in front of her. Ah, Professor Keller. I'm sick today. I feel dizzy and I have a headache too. Also, my legs hurt. I feel terrible. Terrible? Adele, what's wrong? You need to go to the hospital? Do you need my help? You have medicine on hand. How's your body temperature? Are you fever-ish? No, Professor Keller, I'll be fine. I'm at the hospital right now. Good one. Clearly. No reply forthcoming, the fluffy creature stomps the ground impatiently. Turns to leave. Adele rushes to keep up with it. A car speeds by, frantically honking at Adele, who's just taken a step forward. Honk honk. Beep. Oh. Whoops. Ugh, my ears. Adele? What are you doing here? Weren't you... Professor Keller? It's busted. Must have been pushing her too hard. We're like Adele feels the need to pick an illness to rest. Adele? If you're feeling overwhelmed, you can take a day off to rest. Turning its head to confirm that Adele is no longer following, the fluffy creature skips off and leaves the street. Professor Keller, I want to take some time to relax here. Galen? What if I told you that I want to offer you a job with stable pay that isn't detrimental to your health? I'll even provide special lodging for you. Don't worry, I can guarantee the working environment and conditions, as well as medical services. You just need to pay a portion to rent to the government. Even you can't go on, can you? I don't know what those government people are on about, but I know this much at least. These things take a lot of money, not a mere 100 or 1,000 gold certificates. With this money, I might be able to buy a decently comfortable bed, eat a nice meal, it may even save my life if it comes to it, but it can't build what you're promising. I can do it. Doctor, if you were to say you'd build us a cheaper hospital, frankly, I'd be really grateful, and I'd actually believe you could do it. But saying that you'll provide jobs, homes, and healthcare, just look around you. It's been so long, and this place is still undeveloped. I beg you to place your trust in me. I'll stand by my words. So, if there really was a place like that, would you be willing to move there? Would you be happy with it? Excuse me? Frustrated, Ceylon feels her heart hammering in her chest, its beat pounding in her ears. What was that? Sorry, I missed what you said. I said, even Mr. Pelipper, our boss back at the old mines, only got us so far with all of his wealth and power. Doctor, we don't know you and you don't owe us anything. We'll be grateful even if you just come to treat us once in a while. With all the badumping. Fluffy creature trots ahead, Adele following closely behind while Keller walks apologetically beside her. After hesitating several times, she slowly opens her mouth. Did you know, Adele? Siesta's layout remained the same even after it moved. There's a coffee shop down this street. Adele continues hurrying along the path without stopping, as if chasing after something. Katya, Magna, and I met at that coffee shop. Adele stops moving and squints into the distance, trying to spot the shop. Is it that one over there? I can't see the sign clearly. Mockingbird Cafe. Keller sighs in relief and changes her tone. I was just a student back then, knowing little about the world besides what I read in books. Katya and Magna burned, two young flames, with eyes even brighter than obsidian. My parents, what were they like back then? Brilliant, interesting, and very attractive. Of course, some people thought they were weird. Not professors or scholars, they were more like two vagrants chasing after volcanoes. They liked bright clothes and accessories, believing that they granted courage. They would sometimes camp beside lava flows just to feel the movement. Eh? I thought they had banned that kind of thing. They did. They banned me from doing it because I once followed them to collect some liquid from a sulfuric acid pool and accidentally stepped in a pit of boiling water. Katya managed to drag me out. I hadn't even felt the pain yet, but my shoes had already split like garlic cloves. I gave Magna quite a fright. Even though it was an accident, she kept trailing after me from then on, fearing that I'd just fall into another hole somewhere where she wasn't looking. The creature seems to realize something, turning its head to look Keller up and down. As if worrying for her, it butts her ankles and even tries to eat her shoe heels so that she can walk more comfortably. Just like Muti worrying about me getting hurt. Magna? You can compare her care for me to what she felt for you. Sorry, I was just lost in thought. After you were born, I came to visit you occasionally. Thought you looked so much like your parents. You doing the same work as them now feels like a part of them has never left, but they still remain here. If only they were still here. Following the salty scent of the sea carried on the breeze, the fluffy creature began scampering away. The towering cranes of the undeveloped plate peeked over the horizon as Keller hurries forward and turns her head. Adele. Magna once said we are like tiny little ants standing on this vast landscape, talking big about how we plan to conquer it. Look at the both of us now, Adele. Two little ants standing here, facing this building dozens of times bigger than us. Yep. I used to think I would be just like before, feeling infinitesimally small and amounting to nothing. It's only now do I realize some things are too hard to say aloud. Professor Keller, what do you... Nothing. Adele, how can I tell you? Uh-oh. I guess Khan was right. You can still see a little bit of the old Siesta from here. Mount Siesta is over that side. Who knows when it will really erupt? Probably Dolly. The creature carrying a miner's lamp slows down and stares blankly in the direction of old Siesta. The waves wash over the distant gravel, the surface sparkling like brilliant gems. Once it erupts, once the museum is ready, my work will finally be done. I'm sorry I've taken up so much of your time, Adele. It's alright, Professor Keller. There's no one else who can tell me about my parents anyway. I'm really happy to know these things. Keller stands and brushes the dirt off herself. Are you leaving now? Maybe I need to buy some courage, like in that dream you mentioned. Goodbye, Adele. See you tomorrow. Rest well and don't tire yourself. Adele glances at the creature still staring blankly at old Siesta. Bye, Professor Keller. See ya. Fluffy creature stands motionless on the beach. Did you find the place you were looking for? Adele sits down next to the motionless creature. Let me guess. You're a miner who wanted to return here. The creature shakes its head from side to side, pulling its gaze from the ocean to Adele opposite itself. Its clear eyes look up at her. Chews on an old signpost as it steadily paws at the ground. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Slowly, it turns to leave the area. No? No. Just an old man who likes collecting pretty rocks. I can't do what you want or help you at all. Mr. Brown, those workers said that your father owned the mine and that they all worked for you for many years. Even after the move, you still helped make their lives better under the table. Yes, that's right. My father's mine made them into infected. While I decorated my house with rocks, they risked their lives to dig out. Oh god, the ice. Am I helping them? As if. They're barely surviving as it is. At most, they're not jobless. So you admit it? No, my god, calm down, woman. Don't you go breaking my collection. Well then, let's talk about your collection. Before Siesta moved, this obsidian was an extremely precious ore. However, only obsidian that was pure enough or which reflected the colors of the rainbow could fetch a good price. I'm sure you're aware. Are you trying them out? Dylan bends down and drags out 2 boxes of ore from behind the cabinet. So what are these? Why would a collector like you have crude impure obsidian like this? Exactly like the obsidian the workers squirreled away. What would you know? All obsidian is precious to me. Then why did you stop the workers from mining? What stopped you from working them to death? Instead, arranging gainful employment for them as drivers, ticket sellers, and security guards. Those are lifelines they found for themselves. Oh, so you just help them along while indirectly earning money off them? Yes, that's absolutely right. Why do you refuse to admit it? They're not living well right now. The obsidian that they mined propped up Siesta, but now... Albert heaves a great sigh and sinks back onto his seat. Missy, do you think it's that easy changing the policies of an entire city? Look at them now. Look at me. You've heard them call me Mr. Brown. Brown Mines. The entire company is in my hands, but even I can't build a factory for them to make a living in. The government will harass me, my peers will plot against me, and that's not even considering Colombia and Victoria. Just keeping to ourselves here in Siesta isn't that bad. You do know, Colombia's infected pay sky-high insurance premiums and then sends them to mine the wastelands? I know that. That's why I came to you for help. You have far more knowledge and experience with the situation than me. If Colombia uses the infected question to attack us, we can just build our own place for infected first. If your peers begin plotting, we can try to negotiate with them. There must be something we can do. You can't just hide away in this hot spring hotel forever. What would that accomplish? Getting increasingly agitated, Ceylon feels as if her heart is about to leap out of her chest. What's with this motive? This is the best leverage for Siesta to negotiate with Colombia right now. But you seem... Yes, I'm 5 months along now. Doctor says it's a girl. Congratulations. But then you... Siesta needs to develop. Can't wait any longer. That's why I want to help these workers. I want to teach them. I want them to learn how to avoid danger, how to observe the environment, how best to protect themselves after a catastrophe. I've only gotten by with experience so far, but I can give them knowledge. Will that work? The mine is huge, and there's so many illiterate people who only know how to earn money. Others say things like that are very common. And that there are always many workers. We don't need to care too much. That's different. Tom cares, Hank cares, Bill cares, many workers will care. I also want to push a new policy regarding the current state of these workers. These workers who've contracted oropathy due to obsidian mining should be taken better care of. Father tells me that the government will never have time for this. I only want to earn more and more money to develop Siesta. Now I'll bring their attention here. I can't just sit in an office all day with the knowledge that they're getting hurt and sick. What would that do? Lady gently caresses her pregnant belly, feeling the little heartbeat of the life growing peacefully inside. I cannot tell if that's... Ceylon or Aya. Miss, may I have your name? And they cut me off. Young lady, what's your name? Who knows? I might see you again in the future. If you manage to do something, I'll lend you my help. Barbara Doikos. You can call me Barbara. Yep. Okay. Ceylon. Ceylon Doikos. Yep. Alright, I'll remember. Wait. Doikos? We're near Fashion Street already. Where are you actually going? Little black sheep. What does the mining lamp on your back really mean? Fluffy creature continues forward leisurely, searching and chewing. Sounds pass by its twitching ears. The sound of wind, people, and in the far distance, the rumblings of volcanic activity. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Sounds like sparking thunder resound in its ears, overwhelming the sounds of geologic activity and flowing magma. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Lead the way, child. Stops in the middle of the street. Never mind. Blankly looking from side to side before it breaks into a sudden run, sprinting away on all fours. Wait, where are you going? Did you find it? It's here? It's some sort of wild goose chase. Barbara was your mother? Hold on. Wait, this... Standing on a chair, Pelipper retrieves a delicate box from the top of the cabinet. Behind the glass cover, a large uncut geode lays there, obsidian crystals sparkling. No, wait, I should call them over. They were the ones who left me with this. Tom, Hank, and Bill. I need to get them all here. Why do they have normal names and your name Pelipper? Yes, Barbara was my mother. Mr. Brown, what is this? Who are Tom, Cam, and Bill? Ceylon Doikos. This is a gift that those workers prepared for your mother a long time ago. Celebrate your birth and express their gratitude. A gift for mother? My mother? In the end, she wasn't able to receive the gift. I'll explain to the old men when they get here. I want them to see me hand this over to you, your mother. Concerning? Little black sheep. Oh. Storylines are converging. A fluffy creature steps into the hotel as if guided by a sound. Bodoop, bodoop, bodoop. Sound is coming from a lady, chest heaving from agitation. The heart is beating. With each beat, it transports blood across all four limbs, carries nutrition from the mother's body all the way to the slumbering little infant. That tiny little heartbeat has grown up. That's a lot of badumps. The fluffy creature rests its head on Ceylon's chest. Ceylon doesn't see anything. She feels a sudden warmth. It's heavy, as if something has fallen into her lap. Ceylon? Aya? She suddenly feels as if she can see something. Something growing heavier in her lap. A little sheep gradually appears before her, its head leaning against her chest, as if listening to something. But Helen's heart is beating violently, making thundering sounds that only she and the little sheep can hear. She sees the little sheep lightly nose the geode before bumping her forehead with its own. This is the little black sheep. She's no longer lost. She seems to have found what she's looking for. Lost? Ah, don't drop that geode. If it shatters, I'll be done. The sheep nimbly leaps from Sayan's lap and disappears into the mist. Hey, Fiala, what was that? You saw it, didn't you? It's a farewell, I guess. Farewell and a reunion. Hey, yo. Well, nobody cried on anyone's shoulder, I think. Okay, what are we looking at? Hey! Why does that happen? Crap. Illegal.
ここに立つのは私の使命。想像したことある。友も故郷も二度と戻らなくなることを。
Oh! Huh. What do I do with that information actually?
Rest at ease. The tide also
Yep.
rises.
Can take advantage of the expanded range.
Prayers are unnecessary.
What's the thorn?
想像したことある。友も故郷も二度と戻らなくなることを。
ね、動き回る。そうすればお互い手間が省けるだ。
May the sun seep into your souls.
Ah, I should have put it here. I'm dumb!
これで分かった。
信望を実現させた者がトップ M のに君は気づいていない。I'll do my best.
信号は安定。いつでも行けるよ。
Follow me.
Can stop it? I mean, no. They're too strong! Dang, sheep. Ah, I should have put it here. There. What's happening there? What's this chain reaction? Hey, illegal! Sir, that's illegal. Oops. You mean to place it there? These are pretty easy so far. The one really bad thing is the magician. Yep, those guys. God damn, do they hurt.
ね、動き回る。そうすればお互い手間が省けるだろう。
These trees.
Qui non è successo niente. Assumo le posizioni
Oh
desiderate.
god.
So that's our target?
Fucking hurt. billion damage. Holy guacamole! Those sheep hurt, man. Freaking magic sheep. Hello, Herman. Nice, though. Recall this place being industrial land, not suitable for a casual visit. This spot is the closest we have to old siesta. Just let me sit here quiet. That's so. Can you even see anything from here? When we're so far from there? Rhodes Island's office should be pretty close to City Hall. It's been 2 months since you've returned, and haven't paid me a single visit. Should the mayor be swamped with work this time of year? But yeah, how would you have time for family? When you're free, you should go stroll around the streets, listen to people grumbling about you, and you'll understand how you've been doing. There are many things that I could have done a better job with. As a siestan, I want to ask the mayor a question. I have all the volcanoes, coasts, culture, and music that we're so proud of completely vanished. Why are there so many people struggling to integrate into their new lives? Why doesn't City Hall do anything to help them? I want to pin the blame on City Hall too. They should have prepared for the move sooner. But as Herman Doikos' daughter, I still have to say this. It's been hard for you, Dad. Eased up. When I came back this time, I had planned to help Rhodes Island establish a branch office here. But I understand the infected in Siesta are facing some extra challenges right now. This pedantic word game with their loss is just another card for them to play. They don't care about the lives of these few infected. They only want a slice of Siesta's future large-scale international trade pie. 8,573. I'll look at the info. That's the number of registered infected who settled in Siesta last month. You can either impose a ban to prevent any more infected from settling on Siesta's nomadic plates, or hand them a larger sum of money for their health insurance. From a bystander's point of view, the latter is not an option for City Hall. There is no way I could have forgotten that my other daughter is infected herself. In our short decades of history, Siesta has faced many difficulties. The path Siesta takes is always in the hands of us Siestans. I will think of something. There is always a way. And allow me to help you out a little. Square off against Columbia's word games, you can likewise designate an area outside the nomadic city. Declare it for development. It will be done by the infected. As for what kind of work, my two friends recently arrived are also interested in helping. A budding logistics company should manage to provide many jobs. In addition, I will use Rhodes Island's resources to establish a treatment center for the infected. This is something I've always wanted to do. For Shvar's sake, for many more interests. Okay. Shvar's pronunciation. Shvas. Pretty hard to pronounce. Shvats. Pronounce it with a V. It's just someone who needs your care. I'll find my own way to protect Siesta too. Nope. Keep clicking. I seem to remember my daughter not having a degree in politics. I guess I've been unwillingly influenced, that's all. That's what happens when you go to a freaking pharmaceutical company with it. Politics is no simple thing. I'm happy to hear that you have such thoughts. I'll earnestly consider in the infected treatment center you mentioned. I'll continue cooperating with Mountain Dash Logistics. Ever since you became mayor, Siesta had been relatively relaxed towards the infected. Some people say you're just putting on a show to win the miners' support. Others say you're just trying to make more money from tourism. And now I'm more inclined to believe that the things you've been doing are related to Mom. You. When did you find out? Just earlier. I heard a little story about her. You've never taken the initiative to tell me those stories, and rarely ever actively bring up Mom to me. Barbara was a Victorian. With the Siestans of the time, Victoria, who wanted to annex us, was our greatest enemy. I was busy with Colombian and Victoria diplomacy, but I never dared to let anyone know that my wife just happened to be from Victoria. But Barbara never took it to heart. She She had her own things to do. She said she was protecting the city in her own way, and you too. Protecting the city in her own way. Never lived a day of your life with her, but what you said just now is exactly the sort of thing she'd say. She was a great woman, and she had a great daughter. Thank you, Ceylon. Zynga. Oh, op. Could you lower the camera a little? Angle it upwards a bit so I look a little more imposing. Wait, too low. Alright, that's good. Check the recorder too. Everything I say has to be crystal clear. Hello, what is this? Hello, Mr. Adam Shivire. As always, I first wish you good health. By the time this disc reaches you, I should have completed both my siesta trip and all the business objectives I sought to accomplish. Perhaps you may still take this as a child's folly. No, your insight must have recognized the valley of the city. Valley of a free and independent entrepot. I actually don't know what. Entrepot. Okay. A port, city, or other center to which goods are brought from import and export. And for collection and distribution. Okay. So basically like a port. Entrepot. I've known from the first day here in Siesta that I've been tailed by some of our people watching my every move. Perhaps at your behest, or perhaps at that of your other hairs trying to obstruct. Oh wow. Can this just... How long can you... Now I'm curious. But that no longer matters. I've long since realized that trying to read your mind is a laborious and pointless endeavor. But if you are the one standing opposite me, then I've won this time. Ow. What if I just let it go? Can't reach 999999? Hello, Yuru. What did you call me here for exactly? Give you a report on the project. Mountain Come Trade has signed an agreement with Siesta. If everything goes smoothly, construction will begin around autumn. When the logistics center's construction is complete, we'll open trade with 3 countries, Sargon, Victoria, and Colombia. As the supply chain matures, we'll increase our scope. The natural trading advantages that comes with the independent state of New Siesta and the locals' eagerness for foreign goods will give us confidence in any future developments here at Mountain Com Trade. You've always told me about the future you envisioned and want to realize in Mountain Dash Logistics. Now we've taken the actual first step. I've already seen the report on this project. Well done. You didn't let me down. No, I should say that your growth makes me proud. Give yourself a proper vacation for the rest of the summer. Thank you for your approval, but there's another report you haven't seen yet. It's regarding the project of Mountain Come Trade splitting from Mountain Dash Logistics. Oh? Did you one-up him? From now on, Mountain Come Trade will cease to be a subsidiary of Mountain Dash Logistics, and the series of projects we will do for New Siesta's core development will have no connection to Mountain Dash Logistics. You understand what you're implying? As president and CEO of Mountain Dash Logistics, you will no longer have any right to interfere in Mountain Com Trade's affairs. Mountain Dash Logistics will need not bear any of Mountain Com Trade's liabilities or responsibilities. Of course, making such a decision without you in the loop has its uncertainties in the process. If you don't agree with my decision and follow up with legal action, I'm afraid I'll be in a lot of trouble. What I want to know is, why do it this way? Isn't this a step you've always wanted to take? Not having to care about the constraints of the Federation of Enterprises, letting Mountain Dash Logistics make an actual change across the land? Really am surprised. Seems like you've mustered the strength to do this. Of course, I found a reliable business partner. And sure. Last few days of this siesta holiday has shown me what a young and yet vibrant city it is. Its youth carry with it plenty of problems. What was that hard? But it's precisely because of its youth that it holds unlimited possibilities. In fact, there's a question I've been thinking about for a long while. Just how is it that you, an old man on his way out, are able to keep an iron grip on the many faces in the family with their own clandestine agendas? I thought and thought before I finally came to a conclusion. You've allowed yourself to become a symbol. No one knows your true intentions, nor do they know whom amongst them has your confidence. This fear of the unknown leaves them with only one option: to acquiesce to you. This is how you've manipulated the Federation of Enterprises and even Lungmen's economic lifelines for so many decades. You may not ever manage to learn this trick of yours, but such a style of control always meets an end. How will the Federation of Enterprises cope without their leader when you're gone? How many of them will take advantage of the chaos to recklessly reap personal profits? I think that's something you wouldn't want to happen either. Perhaps you still have faith in your personal physician, but as soon-to-be commissioner of the Lungmen Guard Department, and also as part of the younger generation, I must make plans for a Lungmen future without you. The Lungmen Order can't rest in the hands of just one person. Sir, we do be breaking monopolies here. If I hadn't become a messenger, I wouldn't have known about the various differences between the many countries and regions on this great land. The vast distances in between make communication difficult, cause the different cultures to grow into their own distinct styles. So when someone builds a bridge between these countries and regions, it's bound to trigger drastic change. Many people instinctively fear this sort of change. Some prefer to stay passively conservative, and others look to take advantage of the turmoil for personal gain. But the act of changing the landscape itself surely has a positive significance. This is Mountain Dash's ambition, and also my own as a messenger. Oh, I like the back and forth. I've never regretted becoming an LGD superintendent, but in this past few years, I've realized that I can do more than just maintain Lungmen's security. I also have the power to help build it. Cooperation with Mountain-Com Trade is my bargaining chip. I believe international trade will be an indispensable part of Lungmen's future economic market. And at that moment when they're all staring emptily at the legacy of left behind, I will use my own means to secure a seat in Lungmen's Chamber of Commerce and lead a new order. No matter how brilliant the sunset is, a new sun will always rise. Sir, taken over. And all that, Snow Sun? How is Snow Sun poor as hell? Miswire that whole speech. Send this recording to Lungmen. I wish I could see the old man fuming with my own eyes, but I can probably imagine what it would look like. I wouldn't be surprised if all my cars were frozen after a while. Well, really? Then will we be stuck here? Won't you lend me some money? If you really need my help, Miss Sawyer. Just kidding. I've got enough cash for the both of us to fully enjoy our vacation. Any further annoyances will have to wait until we return to Lungmen. Alright, now that we're all done here for real, let's officially begin our holiday. The elegant wit. Hello, sir. You should just give up on straightening that parasol. The sky started turning dark by the time you got it up. There's no more sun to block anymore. Gotta get the grill we used in our old shop up and running. It's almost been a year since we set up a booth, but it's definitely going to be popular today. Sandworm legs. But no one supplies that nowadays. Sandworm. I don't remember fighting those. I found the cellar at the fair earlier. I kept some for you in the fridge behind the guitar. Really? Awesome. Mr. Tom, I got your cold drinks here. Anything else I can help you with? Thank you so much, sweetheart. You've been so busy helping me with so many things. Here, discount is on you. Thank you. Are you guys going to sell barbecue again? It's for a party tonight. A party? Why haven't I heard of it? I'll meet up before everyone from the shopping district moves. We won't know when we'll see each other next, or when we'll open another shop. Be careful with the fire, everyone. Stay safe. Don't go too close to the beach at night. I'll do my best with anything else that needs doing. Did you come here for a vacation with Swire? After spending a few days here, I think it's more fun this way. Hello. I don't know how much this harmonica costs. You can have it if you like. If you want an instruction book or something, then I'll take some of your money. That's how I make sure the people who buy instruments learn to play them. Do you know how to play the harmonica, sir? What's it like? Of course I do. The feeling of playing the harmonica, huh? Feels like the wind. When it blows through the leaves and they make that rustling sound. Feels like stepping on the beach with the seawater slapping the sand around. That's what it feels like. You'll know it too when the smoke from my grill rises and the strings on my guitar move. Come, eat anything you want. Feel free to bring your own meat too. I can help you grill it. Hold on, I have some leftover streamers from the time I moved out. Just wait a sec while I bring them here. Wait, I'll come too. The backyard party, everyone. Ennis, help me bring these over to the party. Whoa, aren't these wine bottles from your collection? Feeling generous today. Just treat this goodbye to the shopping district, and old Siesta too. When I was a kid, the adults used to say that the volcano would erupt one day, and now we're really leaving this beach and moving to a new home in the nomadic city. All homes end up demolished someday. Even this magnificent, sturdy nomadic city has no way to live longer than that volcano. Now that the volcano is waking up, Siesta can't sleep in anymore. We should just move along with the nomadic city. That's pretty transparent of you. So are you still sad to leave the shop? What difference does it make? Even if I know there's no choice, I still have to prepare my goodbyes. I think about that a lot, and still can't figure it out. I don't know where's the most meaningful place to be. If I go, then does that mean... a firework? When I was your age, I wasn't thinking so much about such things. My head was full of places I wanted to run off to. Wanted to get to know all kinds of people, play all kinds of rock music, learn local languages, and figure out how to fit them in a song. You know yourself, it was those days that I met Chuck and Siesta. We wanted to see the beautiful white volcano people kept talking about. We spent months wandering the beach and volcanoes with no luck. And just as we were about to leave Siesta but to continue chasing the legend, we found in a corner of the fashion street a baby sleeping soundly. So we stayed in Siesta, opened the bar. Chuck continued his travels while I decided to hang back and see what this kid would grow up into. Here we are. If we hadn't found you, the white volcano would have just been a name on a legend. Later, we adopted Loot and then Liv. You've all been growing up. You've also stopped laughing as much as you used to. But on that day of the trade fair, all the surfboards from the shop disappeared, and the three of you looked so flustered, drenched in hot spring water. But you looked so happy. Tell you the truth, I was happy too. In that moment, I was thinking it'd be nice if some of these changes let our family stay as happy as we've ever been. After all, I care more about you kids than the white volcano. I also want to wait until the white volcano's done renovating, then I'll... But for now, our old friends can't wait any longer. So go bring the booze over, Ennis. It's fine, kiddo. No need to worry about me. Whether you want to stay here or go watch beyond Siesta, whatever your plans, just go for it. Like I did when I was your age. If you wait till the strings are loose, you won't get to play the songs you want to sing. Ennis. She knows. Yeah, Fiala, why don't you join them? I'm not good at dancing. It's still a bit difficult for me to keep up with the rhythm. Well then I'll keep you company for a bit. We can chat. Last time you came to see me, you said you were experiencing hallucinations and seeing sheep. I thought the hallucinations were some kind of symptom of horopathy, but back then, I saw it too. It was small and warm, leaning on my chest, listening to my heartbeat. I'm sure I saw it and even felt it too. It's so strange. I don't know why. It makes me suddenly think about my mom, even though I never met her. Hey, Fiala, just what was the sheep from that day? I had a dream when I was wearing Muti's protective gear, played with two little sheep for a whole night, and they spoke to me a lot. That dream felt so familiar. It was just like when I was a little girl, together with my parents. Yep, exactly. The metaphor. The fireworks suddenly exploded a little distance away. The sky is not dark yet. Smoke leaves a long trail. Children who sneakily set off the fireworks run away laughing, followed by their parents, laughing as they scold their children. When I was little, I didn't have much chance to play like that with my parents. I spent all their time on volcanoes, so I fell in love with volcanoes too. But since that day, I've been thinking, they're still climbing even now, aren't they? Perhaps my mother is still doing what she liked to do. But Fiala, isn't it strange for me to be thinking like this? I keep thinking these last few days. Would be great if I could see that sheep again. Or if I could dream about it, like you were talking about. Have you seen that sheep again since? No, it was the last one I saw. Hey ladies, enough sitting over there. Come on over and have some barbecue. That's what I just ate, buddy. Barbecue is really tasty. Hey Fiala, did you try it the last time you were here? I don't remember. Last time I visited, Ceylon would feel all huffy and puffy. Hey, that's ancient history. Let's not bring that up. Hey Fiala, what are your thoughts on siesta on this trip? Compared to last time, it's much more relaxed and more romantic too. You should visit more often, as long as your health permits. You'll be able to see it then. A better and better siesta, thanks to the joint efforts of so many. Two of them stand on the barrens, looking toward the sea. They can vaguely make out the shadows of some volcanoes. When do you think they'll erupt? When it happens, there'll be so much more work to do. Yes, and when that time comes, we'll do a great job ourselves. Or maybe we'll get to see the little sheep again. Hello, Professor Keller? Alright, I'll be heading back now. What's the matter? There's a little problem with the volcano observation data. Is it going to erupt sooner? Data fluctuates a lot, so maybe it's just an anomaly, but if there's really a problem, we'll make a broadcast. I'll be counting on you if it comes to that, Ceylon. Dolly, what are you doing?
In questa lotta non ci sono esplosioni né tifo. C'è qualcosa che non va. Torniamo indietro. Starò meglio dopo aver bevuto qualcosa.
Skidamarink? What the heck is that? Super simple song. A popular preschool sing-along song from North America. Excuse me? The title is gibberish. I have no idea what this is. Love of your life. Love akin to a volcano. I don't think volcano is love. Oh, it's a large number of fluffy buddies. Oh. Adele. What a wonderful name. Can I just call you Adele? Have you heard about the thing everyone does the first time they climb a volcano? Take pictures, maybe? It's roasting foul beast eggs in the lava. Having climbed 27 volcanoes, I can promise you that when it comes to cooking eggs, lava and originum stoves make no difference whatsoever. Yeah, you're bound to burn them regardless. Hey, you always heat them right up. So this is what the volcano really looks like. Very different from what's in the books? Or something. Hurry, Adele. Just stay right behind me. Anywhere that you see me stepping is going to be safe. If you're nervous, why don't you take my hand? I'm fine. Adele, you asked us before why we love volcanoes, right? I promise you this. Once you see a volcano erupt with your own eyes, you'll never forget the feeling. I like to sit on the slopes and meditate. The land and us are both full of mystery. Even if we spend our lifetime seeking answers, we may not be able to solve even a tiny fraction of them. Still, I do enjoy the puzzle solving. Mankind may have invented nomadic city, but we still haven't completely figured out how catastrophes form. We may have invented many tools with Originum, but we also have no way to counter their effects when they backfire. Humans need to admit just how insignificant they are when they come face to face with nature's mighty forces. That way, they won't spend so much energy meaninglessly slaughtering each other. Adele, don't mind Katya's pessimism. Not everywhere is as simple as yes. It's natural for him to grumble when, as a scholar, he's all wrapped up in noble bickering. But on the easy shoes, I've always looked at things quite differently from him. Naturally, humans are insignificant. But it's exactly because we are so insignificant that we can live on the land. That. Right, Magna? Life is insignificant, yet mankind insists on seeking answers in the earth with their insignificant lives. When you look at it that way, when they are inevitably swallowed up by that same earth, you can only accept their fate as par for the course. I should be prepared. But how am I supposed to face the abyss alone after the two of you are gone? Okay. Professor Keller, here's the last 2 hours of data we got from monitoring station 1 before the signal was lost. Never seen abnormalities like this. You have no choice but to consult them. Surface gas concentration hasn't changed. How did the temperature go up by this much so quickly? If the data were real, then that means the energy accumulated in Mount Siesta suddenly increased tenfold. No, it's not possible, no matter how you slice it. Ignore it as a point anomaly. Inform the city government that the volcano has become more active and to have the citizens prepare. That's all we can do. Professor, this may not be our usual point anomaly. My parents mentioned similar situations in their research notes. The temperatures in the volcano's surroundings were abnormally high and didn't match the other data. They never found the cause, but this can't just be explained as a coincidence. Professor, shouldn't we head there to take a look at the situation ourselves? Monitoring station number 1 is about midway up the volcano. It's very dangerous to go up there now. This kind of data anomaly could just be an equipment malfunction. There's no need to take the risk and head there for on-site inspections. We can adjust the final observation results based on the other monitoring station's data later. Professor Keller, I don't understand. Keep saying how important this observation was going to be, that it's an opportunity that many scholars have been waiting for. Tens of thousands of the residents could have their lives upended. Should we be as careful about this as we possibly can? If you run away now, isn't that admitting their sacrifice was for nothing? The girl's voice is quiet, and her body is trembling ever so slightly. It seems that she spent quite a bit of her strength just to express her honest opinion. Keller appears a little dazed. Right. How could a sacrifice like that be meaningful? Doesn't look like I'm going to convince you. If you aren't willing to go, is it okay if I go alone? Don't be absurd. We don't know what's going on at the volcano. I can't let you go somewhere so dangerous all by yourself. Professor Keller, will you return my mother's protective suit to me? The white ashes cometh. Is there anything we can do but eat? If this goes on, my stomach's gonna explode. Listen to a few more guitar songs? I kinda feel there's meant to be something more exciting. How's this supposed to be as exciting as the Obsidian Festival? Crowds were massive, the streets and shops were endless. The music never ever stopped. That was so much better. Say what you will, but this party reminds me of the first Obsidian Festival. The first one? How many years ago was that? Not a whole lot of people still remember, but the first festival was actually held in the mines. It was run by a bunch of miners. Yeah, there weren't that many people, much less decent musicians. They just strummed their guitars and played a few songs they wrote. That's how it all began. Nobody back then could have imagined it would grow so big and attract so many guests. Is the after party gonna come back too? Nah, no one can say for sure. But if you guys are moving to the city center, does that mean these shops are gonna be closed forever? Probably. You might have to make a living some other way, but nobody lives a life without change. That said, whenever we have free time, we might come here and set up a stall, play a few songs. If anybody comes, we'll give them a few skewers to snack on. If nobody comes, we'll just look at the sea and what lies beyond. I brought a can of sand from the old beach here too. If the volcano does end up erupting, the old place is going to be covered in ash, right? All the paths we've taken, the shops we visited, the beaches we walked, everything will be buried under a pile of volcanic ash. But you'll still remember our party here tonight, won't you? Of course. This too is a new memory. Oh, Chaponis strums the guitar, and the voices of the crowd romping around can be heard from afar. Hey, you guys aren't gonna dance? This is time to dance, kids. All you do is eat and chat. That's not a party. Here, let me play something. Can you join us, ma'am? Okay, I was gonna say if it was Harley. Apparently it's Bird. It says shop owner. Bird strums her guitar strings. A gentle melody starts to envelop the city. Lying on the grass, the people gaze at the night sky, fireflies, and the stars up above. Then, with the buzz, a disharmonic electric sound can be heard. Bazap. Volcanic activity indicates Mount Siesta will very likely erupt within the next few hours. The nomadic city has already departed the area that will be affected by the eruption. There is no need for alarm. The tremors brought by eruption could lead to a tsunami. All citizens should evacuate coastal areas immediately. All citizens should evacuate coastal areas immediately. Well, it's happening today, now. Really picked a terrible time. Maybe it's the perfect time. What do they mean by evacuate coastal areas immediately? This place gonna be flooded? What about all this stuff? Are we taking anything with us? Anything we leave is gonna get washed away, right? Don't take anything, just go. Capone stops playing and looks at his partner. The oil fumes originating from the barbecue have yet dissipated, and her face is still tinted red from the joy that has yet to fade. She regretfully puts down her barbecue skewers. It's possible that after we leave, the waves will swallow all our footprints today, including my grill and your guitar. Looks like the volcano and the sea are here to help us say goodbye to all that we had in our past. We should head upwards. Won't get flooded there. We'll have a new life. Over at the city center, I'm always worried that it could be too cramped there. There's not enough room for all your instruments in my grill. There's enough room for the two of us. Opener looks into his partner's eyes. His eyes are glittering. Suddenly, she starts laughing. Right. That's more than enough. That's right, dear. That's more than enough. Come, let's get Tom. But with how old and frail he is, we can't just leave him here to cry over his precious ice cream. Hey Tom, time to go. If you don't leave before the waves come, you'll get sucked into the sea with all your ice cream. Ow, ow. Where's the young lady who helped me bring the ice cream? Can't leave her behind. Where's Bill? Hello, Con. Found it. 2 missing pages. There's no doubt that this is Professor Katya's handwriting. There's also the military's wax seal. Uh-oh. Keller, what exactly are you hiding? Dr. Khan? It's you. Where's Professor Keller? The signal from the volcano's monitoring station cut off 2 hours ago. The data we got in the end was really strange. Why didn't she inform anyone? She said the situation was critical. She had to inspect it herself. Did she go alone? No, the intern from Nightanian went with her, I think. Uh-oh. What do you mean intern in like that? Her first? She's gonna be a fucking splattercaster. Made it to the safety zone, right? This place is over 100 kilometers from the volcano. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, that's what they all said. Don't you feel the ground shaking? Ennis, have you seen Liv? She not home? She wasn't there when I got back. You mean she didn't go look for you? Shit. Uh-oh. Huh? Everybody's gone. Did everyone go have fun somewhere else? Are you the only one here? Did you get left behind by your friends too? Is it a sheep? Yep. The one with the flower and rainbow. Uh-oh. Sulfur. Transport is parked at the foot of the mountain. The once familiar mountain range now sports a completely different appearance. Flora on the mountain has withered long ago, and the rugged rockscapes now look taller than ever. The sun gradually setting, dark shadows draped over the 2 researchers' minds. So this is Mount Siesta. Adele, be careful. This is as far as the transport will take us. We have to walk the rest of the way. Monitoring station number 1 is halfway up the volcano. We'll have a long walk ahead of us. I'm fine. And she can keep us still. Hmm. Color lowers her head. Her heart is rending with a sharp, piercing pain. Just who is the terrified one? The volcano is right in front of her. She cannot bring herself to take a single step forward. Professor Keller, are you okay? You'd like to take my hand? And the cycle repeats. Streams colored dark red can be seen slowly climbing their way through the mountain rocks like the blood veins in one's body, all while the enormous thing breathes strenuously. From the Earth's core to this cliff, they flow through the ages, enduring an intense heat and utter silence. This path seems to not be nearly as long as Dell had imagined. With the strength she has, she can still climb onto this mountain. But this path also seems to be much longer than she had imagined. It's long enough for her memories to be rinsed countless of times at the bottom of her heart. This is where we set up the monitoring station. This equipment. Has someone been here? But there are no other footprints on the mountain. Dolly. I will always blame Dolly. The Mission Manager response hasn't changed, but temperature measurement instruments log the high response. She takes a look around and can make out only dark mountain gravel and molten rocks in the shadows. How strange. The event has most likely ended. Let's tune the instruments and head back. Oh, hello, Khan. Khan, what are you doing here? Out of breath. I heard you two climbed the volcano. Why? Adele was worried because the monitoring station's indices. Okay. What? That's index? Plural of index. Okay, how do you pronounce the plural? Pronunciation. Thank you. Indices. Wow. Indices. And those were because the monitoring station's indices were fluctuating. So we came here to inspect. Like, it was probably caused by accident. We're preparing to evacuate to a safe observation point. Music is dead. So evacuating now. Volcanic activity is definitely starting to pick up. Eruption might happen sooner than expected. Yeah, we need to go. Stay right there, Keller. Han. The man, still out of breath, is trembling. He pulls up a file from his chest, and the moment Keller sees its cover, her expression changes immediately. September 1095 on Mount Una. Why did you suddenly leave the survey team? And in November that year, you didn't attend the No Man's. The end. Oh, sad song incoming. Hold on. It's just Now Man. Okay. Didn't attend the Now Man's funeral, but someone said they saw you at a symposium. I actually don't know what's symposium. Meeting or conference for public discussion. It's just a conference. With the military at William University. On top of that, not even Adele has seen Katya Nauman's research data. What's it doing in a letter between you and the Lithanian military? Keller, answer me. Professor Keller? Adele, I told you that I'd share everything with you when this observation is done. Han, it's dangerous here. We should... Keller, look where we're standing. The Normans were here, on this very volcano. Is that going to lie even here? Oh, hello. I'm not really one to interfere with human affairs, but this isn't the place for a row. Freaking Dolly. Right, there's a stage. Skidamarink. What a name. Oh, hello. It's actually Dolly. I think. It's the music.
Here's enemies.
Sounds like Old Lang Syne. Classic. What a bop.
Hearken to the
Wait, I don't get where's the arrow. Oh, it's here. There we go.
Prayers are unnecessary.
Uh-oh. Got flying, boys. How do I do this? Are they okay? Are they just gonna go here though? They are.
想像したことある。友も故郷も二度と戻らなくなることを。
Uh-oh, Dolly. Shoot! I forgot how to deal with this guy. Yes.
Do my best.
I'll probably find out. Ish. You're not gonna go to the blue box, right? You're gonna go to the blue. Line thing. Turning everything that color. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Dolly, you okay there? They're burning!
Obiettivo avvistato. Ci vorrà solo un
Heck yeah.
Assumo
Big
le
damn, big
posizioni
damn.
designate. Standing by. Victoriaのバグパイプ。波状棒と
Oh, you can't block him.
マイル。
Oh,
待機中。邪悪を壊滅しうる入門さ。ご指示。
coming in.
Questo ti farà tacere. Più fai veloce.
Of course, this is our.
La fortuna ti ha
Coming.
abbandonato.
I got smaller.
Ora te la
Right?
vedrai come.
One star removed.
Più fai veloce, meno
Not
farà
that.
male.
There you go.
Finally, am I up?
Pretty easy so far. Oh wow, it's just come back. Ollie.
La fortuna ti ha abbandonato. Ora te la vedrai come.
He's weak.
Engaging. Standing by.
He's weak.
Victoria no bug pipe.
I should have done that first before I put down. I'm so.
ご指示性能の救済シールを美
Eh?
しい。
He's vulnerable doing that? Yes. Wait,
待機中。
can you not hit Dolly during that? No, god damn it. Now I wanted Texas.
La fortuna ti ha abbandonato. Ora te la vedrai con me. Finally, am I up? Assumo le posizioni designate.
Darn it. Very monster. Okay, break this. Hey, illegal! Alright. Pretty easy.
Not one step backwards.
The slates. Come on, Dolly, salvage this. Oh, there they are. Lava surfing. Ooh, this is just the right temperature. Hot springs are fun, but the temperature's a tad bit too peaceful. This temperature keeps my head clear. Helps me think about the real important questions. Hey, which did the planet birth first? Lava or rocks? Let's start from the very beginning. Lava wasn't lava and rock wasn't rock. All things are a cycle. They take different shapes during their changes. So they were given different names. Man is always trying to use assertive language to delimit the indescribable natures of the world. Almost like it's the only way they can get a good night's sleep. This too goes to show their lack of wisdom. Hey, watch out there, don't splash all that lava everywhere, it's dangerous. It's not that likely, but what if someone just happens to walk by? What's with the ruckus? Is somebody trying to join us? Oops. The enormous monster beneath their feet is breathing heavier and heavier by the second. Temperature in their surroundings have risen quite a bit. The lava spewed out from the volcano's crater rapidly cools and turns into rock that come rolling down. Han, Professor Keller, this place is dangerous. We should leave. Adele, you get out of here first. This is something that I need to settle with her, right here and now. Han, don't be absurd. When you left them there on Mount Una, what they had to face was much worse. Do you even have a conscience? Is admitting to what you've done harder than facing death? Han, we need to hurry. Won't be able to block the next wave. Oh, shoot. Watch out, behind you. Adele lifts her staff, but the rocks are falling like rain. Her original arts are unable to melt all of them down. She focuses on protecting her allies, yet she can't hear their warnings or the sound of the danger behind her. Oh. I'm Dolly. I saw you the past few days, but it looks like nobody else can. I don't know where you came from, but you're the only one who's willing to hang out with me. I know you like strawberry ice cream too, right? Ice down obedient. Look, our home used to be right under that volcano there. It's going to go away soon. I actually know I was abandoned there, and Harley and Ennis found me. I don't know why I was abandoned, but if my real parents ever come looking for me, will they still be able to find me? Daddy is gone and Ennis is leaving. Little lamb, where do you think our home really is? Where's the friend who ate strawberry ice cream with me a long time ago? That spite groan. Hey. The ocean doesn't answer. Merely sits between the two siestas as always. Suddenly, the girl notices that the calm, quiet shoreline has gotten closer to her at some point. Seawater gradually drowned the dry surface and has reached her feet. Live. The surroundings suddenly fall silent. Love this music. The bubbling lava, the falling rocks, all of it are suddenly without sound whatsoever, as though time itself has ground to a halt. Adele isn't sure if it is her hearing aids that have failed or that she has once again fallen into a dream. All she can feel is that she is enveloped by a formless warmth, as though she had fallen into a cozy mattress. Poor little one, you seem to be frightened. Why did you climb the volcano at a time like this? Mr. Dolly? So this is where you've been. I thought you'd left. Where are Keller and Khan? Did the lamps cause the volcanic anomaly? Am I dead? Am I already dead? Hey, calm down, little one. I know you have a lot of questions, but slow down. Take it one step at a time. You are alive and well, and so are your buddies. But I won't let them see me. Once they wake up from this, all they'll think is that they had a nice little nap. Terrifying power you got there, sir. For all that strange equipment on the volcano, terribly sorry. I told them to be extra careful. I'm not lying this time. I wasn't able to keep them in check. They were being so rowdy with their fun. And I'm not lying about this either. Having fun on the volcano? Of course, didn't I tell you? This is the second best thing on the planet, volcano surfing. Belle lifts her head up and looks into the distance. There's lava gushing out of the crater sporadically, but she can faintly make out silhouettes of critters enjoying themselves. At the same time, there are many more creatures happily making their way toward the crater. The mountain is covered in a blanket of white wool, almost like clouds have come falling down from the sky and draped themselves over it. Mr. Dolly, the sheep aren't just your clones, are they? Oh, you've realized it, haven't you? Just as I said, I met a lot of interesting folk during the long time I've been around. Oh, don't get the wrong idea. They aren't souls or anything. There's no way to keep lives that have been lost. Simply copied how they look and made all these little ones. It's like a personal collection. I thought you'd like them. That sounds kinda cruel. You're talking on and on. I only just noticed that you found the fur too. Yeah, it's been way too long since the last time I saw them. Just then, another scar appears on her old tattered protective gear. I should have guessed. It's an app metaphor, isn't it? Animals need very thick fur to protect themselves, same for humans. Okay, so the fur is the frickin' costume. Pretty good. I take that. When I see you standing here like that, like I'm looking at those two old friends of mine, I really miss them. Oh, you earn no praise from me for inheriting their exquisite mantle. It's just I'm guessing you miss them too. Poor girl, why can't you just open up and admit it? No need to act tough. You shouldn't keep yourself so on edge either. No one will deny a girl your age the right to feel sad or afraid. You need to learn to not act tough. If you're tired, stop and take a break, or cry your heart out. Mr. Dolly, is this scavenger hunt just a game? It's true that it's not really all that mysterious of a puzzle. I just wanted you to have some fun, Adele. I had lots of fun during my time in Siesta. I don't understand. Why are you taking such good care of me in particular? It's simple. A girl as lovely as you is a rare sight in this world. Misfortune may find you often, but you have no less love than everybody else. Actually, I saw you a long time ago, back in Lithania. A little girl always earnestly reading her books in that tiny little spire. As the child of two genius academics, many had high expectations of her. She was seen as a gifted caster and scholar. Outstanding. Remarkably talented individuals like her are always burdened with achieving results to match their talents. Even if they are inflicted with an incurable disease, they are seen by others as a tenacious role model. Young Adele, has anyone ever asked you what you wanted? Take a look. There are so many people and so many lives all around the world. You know volcanoes like the back of your hoof, but there are so many fun things out there besides volcanoes. Why not see for yourself? Thanks, Mr. Dolly. I've had a lot of fun these past few days. I can smell half a lie. Just half. But we'll leave it like this for now. It's nearly time. I really wanted to invite you to come try lava surfing with me, but the human body is too weak. If this guy knows this much, what does Emperor? Surely he's Empress. Are they even close to power levels to each other? I'll take you three somewhere safe, and I'll have to be ready for the opening of Volcano Paradise. So long, Adele. Oh! Thanks, Mr. Dolly. Will we meet again? Perhaps. No, maybe I should say we will meet again for sure. I hope that the next time we meet, I'll get to see a truly happy Adele. Promise me this? Yeah. Fluffy creature shakes its body a little, walks forward a few steps, and lightly brushes the girl's cheek with its snout. It's gonna be funny of an emperor. Oh, I almost forgot. I owe you a reward for finding all three things. Mr. Dolly, do you know anything else about the death of my parents? What I mean is, the thing you're looking for isn't volcano watchers? You've been talking about volcano watchers. Surprise? I thought there used to be a lot of volcano watchers growing on Mount Siesta's hills. They look pretty and they are tasty. That's why the little ones ate most of them up. Then I realized if they kept on eating them, it wouldn't be long before they went extinct. That's why I planted some of them in a secret spot behind their backs. The volcano watchers aren't extinct yet. That's good news. Then where did you plant the flowers? Oh, just on top of a hill around the back of the volcano. By volcano, you mean this one. The one that's about to erupt. Yeah. Mr. Dolly. Oops. Ennis? Are you leaving? Why did you run out here all by yourself? I thought you weren't ever going to come back. Are you kidding me? When you're on the adventure team, you never work alone. Who's this, Usopp? Let's go home. To see what has risen about their souls, making it difficult to even walk. Hurry. At first, the waves were just a hazy line at the far reach of their vision. But in just the blink of an eye, they are right here in front of them. Ennis tightly clutches his sister as the waves beat against his less than robust back, causing him to stagger. Ah, damn, those waves coming in real fast. Another taller wave is approaching them. There's no way. Let's try this. What was that? Weird, mysterious noise. Ennis tries his hardest to feel the rock in his body. It's close to his heart. Every time his heart beats, he can feel its hard texture. There's that heart motive. A rock the size of a man rises from the ground in front of the siblings and immediately crumbles, just barely withstanding the crash of a wave. There is an intense pain in his chest. Ennis, help me try to use the Magico. Ah, hence the bleeding. Why didn't I put two and two together? Look, didn't I tell you I know magic? Drops blood in his face and pulls his sister so she isn't hurt by the crumbling gravel. Quick, hide behind me. Do that sound. It's the sheep, isn't it? Yep. 1, 2. Seemingly formed by the white waves, a countless number of fluffy creatures rush towards them from the coast. Stacked together and form a wall, or more precisely a dam. Waves clash against the furry dam, completely absorbed by it the very next second. I must have gone crazy. What exactly is this? Having absorbed the seawater, their white wool has grown even puffier, enough to keep the seedlings safe from the dangerous waves. Run! Run, child! After who knows how long, the ground has finally stopped shaking. The waves gradually start to calm. Are we safe? Shiver shakes the dry body. Wait, is this a new sheep? It has a whine on it. Thank you? Happy bleat. Just like cotton candy dissolving in the water, the beastling suddenly disappears. I guess that's a near-death hallucination. And he collapses. Hello, who's this? Squire? Ennis? The night deepens. At some point in time, the bustling crowd's clamor gradually started to fade. Someone has taken out a guitar and started playing a gentle melody. Okay, bird. Almost like some kind of tacit understanding. Everyone looks in the same direction. A pillar of smoke gradually rises from the volcano's caldera, followed by spews of dark red and ash gray. The ground is trembling slightly underneath their feet. We're so far out, we definitely won't get caught in that. Right? It still came. Oh, it really erupted. Ugh. People in the crowd hold the hands of those around them. Parents hung their children tight as pedestrians begin to hold their breaths. As though they all finally feel a weight off their shoulders, or perhaps like a giant boulder has finally crushed their hearts. Sighs and quiet mumblings can be heard amongst the crowd. Yet this just makes the whole street seem even more quiet. It continues for a very, very long time, until the crowd snaps back from the sight before them. I can still recall that back when I was a young boy. Parents would take me to this little hill. It was full of flowers and trees whose names I never knew. There were so many of them, and they smelled so wonderful every spring. My father was allergic to their pollen, so he would wait for us at the bottom of the hill. My mother and I would bend the flowers' branches and weave garlands. We ran and ran across the hill and waved down to the bottom of the hill. That won't ever happen again. Mr. Tom? Nothing, girl. I'm just thinking about the past. I used to sell ice cream every day, meeting all kinds of children. Now, my children are all in Colombia. They didn't come back home, even for a time like this. Sir, your children are far away. It's possible they didn't know Siesta's volcano was going to erupt today. They might be on their way, or they could have a package still in transit. I came here because I wanted to build a logistics center that connected all regions, shorten the distances between them. Maybe someday you'll get things from different places more quickly, and your children will know how you're doing that much faster. We're still a long way from achieving that. Just now, I was thinking that I might be able to do something to help. What's that? If anyone needs to send a postcard to family aboard, Mountain come trade to deliver them for free the next few days. By the time they get them, or when they come back after they get their postcards, Siesta will be a better place than it is now. I'll do my best to make this a better place too. So it's a small wish of mine, aside from my commercial ambitions. Thanks, kid. It's such a nice thing to be able to write your family. When I was studying in Colombia, I would sometimes get homesick at night. I always wanted to write home, but I couldn't afford international postage. So all I ever did was cry myself to sleep. Yep, chief engineer right here. That's when I remembered the poem that means something like, wheresoever someone is, the twin moons in the night sky are always the same. If you look at the moons, even the greatest distances are nothing. Does Siesta have any songs like that? Old man clears his throat. His beard slightly twitches, as though he remembers something. Starts singing a song stiltedly. The volcanic ash slowly spreads, covering half the sky. They linger aside my dreams. I lost my way. I'm a fowl without wings. The grasp of hope, I'm holding on out. Oh, on the road will I come tumbling down. Maybe something scares in me if tomorrow's sun I see. I'm just heading far. I'm no wanderer. Oh, that didn't rhyme. Just heading far. I'm no wanderer. Because right out there, I've been looking to be. Lady Ceylon. Sparth, what are you doing here? Hello, now you fucking up here. I had a few missions for Rhodes Island, but I came as soon as I was finished with them. It took me forever to find you. I've been searching the crowd for the better part of the day. I have your favorite tea in my bag. I'll give it to you as soon as we get back. And I also wanted to come back. Last minute, bruh. Oh wow, you get to be in a freaking CG? Lucky ass. They see the rocks in their memories crumble, as a magnificent evening glow they had never before seen rises from the top of the volcano. Pink smoke covers half of the sky and gradually flutters downward towards the ground. Although they did not see it for themselves, they know a memory that belonged only to them has now been forever buried underneath the white volcanic ash. Am I seeing things? How did the top of the volcano turn white? What are you talking about? I don't see it. Siesta has been wiped out. I think reborn, realm reborn, might be the more appropriate word here. Say we remember this day forevermore. How about we call it the Volcano Festival? Sweet peaceful dreams to you each evening. Not a worry, not a sweat. For what's gone is gone and the future will come. The sun will rise tomorrow. Happy days. Who that? See you, Siesta. See you, Siesta. Don't be sad, Lady Ceylon. Tomorrow is a new day. Right. Tomorrow is a new day. Well, salutes to the Obsidian Festival. Oh, hello. Did you have Cocoa Bean? I mean, Oh, here we go. This I've been waiting for this. Emperor and Dolly. He said, "Hey, you ugly ass sheep. Keep my vinyls out of your stinking mouth. No chewing my limited edition shirt either. Watch that lava. Damn it. Heat degrades a vinyl sound. You think this is gonna wear out my patience? You got another thing coming. I'd do this 10,000 years. Dolly, I swear, I'ma feed your clones to the wolves." Did he actually end it there? That's fucking funny.
ハイタッチしようか。
Okay, thank you. There's no way they just ended it like that. Another sunny day and siesta. So, we definitely have to go to Khan and Keller. Some ecologists have categorized all the fowl beasts on this great land into two categories: way fowls and home fowls. What's that? Domesticated and wild? Former will, owing to climatic and ecological shifts, constantly relocate as they look for the migratories. For the most suitable habitat for survival, while the latter ones settled in their habitat will stay for good, stop at nothing to protect their homes. This biological theory was later borrowed by historians to suggest that all conflict between the races on this continent stems from the differing views between those who can only live in one place and those who drift nomadically. Ooh, I like that. Afterwards came yet another supplementary addition to this viewpoint. There were originally no home fowls on this great land, but as the fowl beasts gradually gathered in places, built their homes together, and created a collective memory, the home fowls came to be. Oh, who you? Girl looking for siesta. I won't miss it this time. According to the route on this map, siesta is just right over this peak. Siesta is right here. She looks all around. It's Pontiurus, or whatever her name is. But only snow fills her vision. Where am I? Is that Ursus? Where the hell are you? Yo, been a while. Oh, what brings the Emperor here to siesta? She has to be an ageless. Been a while, huh? Without an obsidian festival to draw him. And your shirt. It seems something burned a hole through it. I'ma ask you to change the topic here. Collected a good amount of material in the last few days, and should be able to quickly put out an album after I return to Colombia. Ain't a lot of musicians I look forward to, Bird, but you're one of them. Cannot quite read this. I can't help but recall the first Obsidian Festival I attended, when I was chatting with Barbara about the future of siesta she saw. Wait, that was her and Barbara? That was in the mines. I thought it was fucking Pelipper. Wait, no, it has to be Pelipper. I guess this is another different conversation with Barbara. One day, when the city leaves the volcano and obsidian, leaves the charming scenery and coastline, just what will remain of it? She said that music is a kind of carrier. The most important carriers are actually the people living here. As long as there are people willing to sing in joy or even sorrow, as long as they are willing to enjoy the sunset afterglow for a moment when evening comes, siesta will remain the same. Young people can't get all hung up on nostalgia, makes the music stale. That's a little too harsh, Emperor. Even in our fleeting lifetimes, you can feel lost if you don't occasionally look back at the path you've traveled. Have to look back from time to time to see if you've left anything precious behind on the road. So now that all the past's done been buried under that volcano, it's about an Obsidian Festival 2.0. Just so happens I got me some investment plans. If we want to revive it, should we come up with a new name too? Volcano Festival? That seems a bit too obvious. Oh right, I did see an adorable creature on this trip. How does Marshmallow Festival sound? Damn, Bird, your tastes in ain't 1000 as good as your music. The volcano observation data is all here, Professor Keller. Bruh. Did they just get amnesiafied? You collected some really valuable information, and I'll go back after sorting these out. Thank you for all your work. You really are already a scholar in your own right. Katya and Magna will be proud. This protective gear is also compared to the one in display. It really is. Scholar's voice trails off, and she stares at the familiar coat for a long time. I want to scale more volcanoes in my mother's gear. It'll keep me safe. I want to thank you for your guidance during this time. I've really learned a lot. By the way, where's Khan? He's gone back to Lythanian early for work. Why is he the one going to Lythania? Professor Keller, I want to apologize to you on Khan's behalf. You must have misunderstood something. Don't mention it. Adele, have you never suspected me of anything? Adele likely shakes her head. I don't know. I know very little about that period of time. It seems like everyone was deliberately hiding it from me. But I saw my parents' notes, and that photo too. I just can't believe that someone who has been with them on so many volcanoes and through so many dangers would ever do something to betray them. There's something I want to show you. These papers are probably what Khan was trying to find. Aside from the copy stored in the Lythanian archives, the only other that exists is with me. These are discarded documents, so it's nothing confidential. I was only hoping no one would ever come looking for them again. Scholar retrieves a cardboard box from the bookcase. Personal effects of 2 other scholars within the small container. The age document case has words like highly confidential written on it with an obsolete stamped on top. Project Regenshower. Okay. English translation of Regenshower, please. Shower of Ray. Ha! This Bati's military research project? I mean, his original arts? Katya and Magna both wish to stay pure scholars their whole lives, and indeed they strive to fulfill this ideal. But reality means it can be hard to stay pure. After the coup in Lythanian more than 2 decades ago, they were always getting caught up in disputes between the nobles, so they had to make some compromises in order to continue their research work. Katya handed over some of his research results to the army in exchange for a relatively peaceful academic environment. I helped them with some of the follow-up lesson work. I deepened their hopes on you. They hope to keep these impure disputes out of your life so that you could study whatever you wanted without any distractions. That is also my wish as well. I hope that when people talk of the Nomans many years later, they will only remember them as pure academics and great scientists, and that their only child can explore the depths of knowledge without any worries. Bati and Moot. Were their deaths really an accident? During that Mount Una observation, an envoy from Lythanian paid us another visit, just as we were preparing to scale the volcano. I was hoping they could complete their work without any inference, so I offered to help them shrug off the military. I didn't expect that mishap. Adele, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. Professor Keller, why do you think this is your fault? I won't question my parents' belief in scientific research because of this, and I certainly wouldn't question you either, Professor. All of you tried your best for an ideal, so isn't it just too unfair to take on any more blame? I think that's how Vati and Muti would feel too. I will always remember the summer when Katya and Magna came to Siesta. Meeting them was the luckiest thing to ever happen to me. That day, a pair of strange foreign tourists walked into the coffee shop, sat at the table next to mine, and changed my life. I got to see a wider, a more beautiful world beyond what you read in the books. I had the best time of my life. From Siesta to Lythania, many more places besides, many more volcanoes, and many more adventures. I wish I could accompany them on another journey. Professor, can I give you a hug? Huggies. Scholar takes the girl into her arms, gently resting her forehead against hers. Professor, can I stay here for a while, just by myself? Of course. The girl flips through the old documents one after another, finds a handwritten letter at the bottom of the pile. Above information comes from 2 scientists who are incomparably devoted to science. Spent and gave their whole lives to scientific research in hopes of using knowledge to protect humanity. seeking a safer and better home. I hope this will be taken in earnest, and this research is used for the right cause. Uh-oh. Mr. Keller's name is actually... The corner of the letter is a beautiful signature. Adele Keller. Oof. That's a good twist. Liv. Lay back and don't move. Hey, casual clothes. How's Liv? Calm down. She's gone home. The little one's scared out of her wits, but suffered no real injuries. You're the one that needs worrying. Good. That's good to hear. Bruh, have you finished your hot dog? Bonk. Young man drops back into his bed in relief. Just how many days was I out for? 3 whole days. Your mom and even your siblings came to visit you every day. Do you know just how worried you were? Spare me your lecture just this once, Dr. Ceylon. I was also saving someone, right? So ready to lecture that little sister of mine. Still trying to hide it. Think a doctor wouldn't be able to tell? You got some nerve to actually study arts in secret. Do you know just how high your blood original crystal density was when you were wheeled in here? Is this treatment expensive? Even if you were to get a job at Rhodes Island, I expect it cost you a couple of paychecks. I guess I really have no choice now. Speaking of which, I'm currently preparing to establish a treatment center for infected people here in Siesta. I'm just starting up, so I'll need plenty of helping hands. You'd like to consider staying to help me out? Dr. Ceylon, thanks for the offer, but I already made a deal with my family. I won't be staying in Siesta for a while. If it's possible, I'd rather take a look at the land ship you mentioned that goes to many places. Even if they aren't by my side, family will always be family. I can try to live for myself and do what I really want to do. I also want to see the sights that my dad has seen. Being an explorer sure sounds like a pretty cool job. What's that sound? Oh, it must be Swire's construction. She really moves fast. The ink on the contract probably hasn't even dried yet. White volcano. Dr. Ceylon, I have to head back first. I'll pay my bills later. See ya! Bars, done with work. That was the last patient. I'm so busy working on the treatment center these last few days that I haven't had the time to hear about what you've been up to. Just some missions for Rhodes Island is all. I went to a few more countries. Got to know more operators too. When this vacation is over, I might go on some longer missions, or be stationed somewhere for a while. I do want to come with you, but I really can't leave right now. Besides, you wouldn't want me to, right? Yes, it would be meaningless otherwise. How about I take you around here for the next few days then? Sure, Siesta's become even prettier than the last time I was here. I'm sure you'll see an even better siesta on your next visit. I believe in you, milady. This freaking bodyguard man. He actually said milady. Autumn is yet to fully arrive. The sunlight is still warm. The weather seems to suddenly cool down considerably. There seems to be more people playing in the streets, and a few surprising queues leaking out of some shop. Please don't tear it down, not yet. At the very least, let me have one last look. Ennis, aren't you supposed to be in a hospital bed? Did they already tear down the white? Ennis passed a brand new signage at the shop entrance before he finishes speaking. In addition to replacing the damaged light bulb, Harley has also added a little doodle herself. 3 marshmallowy sheets, 1 big and 2 small. Who said renovation meant a tear down? I'm going to build a new water park here. A water park? Then what about the logistics center? Here the city hall redid their plans, and since Siesta still needs to retain some of our tourist attractions, this street is one of them. Developer wrapped up and sold several shops to a foreign group. A foreign group? Saying an investor felt that the previous events had a pretty good reception. There's one to be made in building a water park here. So our little shop would be able to stay open for a while longer. We went all through that, and in the end... Mom, whose car is that? Oh, someone who came to the shop a few days ago, that rich girl, she parked it here. A brand new pickup truck in pure white was parked in front of the shop, with a small note pressed under the wiper. Oh god. helping a friend with some minor troubles. That lady sure loves to act cool. Thanks a bunch. The power of money. Oh, Khan, is that you? Oh, you gonna be mouthing? Hello, Mr. Adam Schweier. As always, I first wish you good health. Then I won this time. Ebo again. Ah. Oh, hello, sir. Do you want me to switch off the television or call your doctor? My unseemly granddaughter. She's finally done a... How many years has it been seeing a face like that on you? I should have called Lynn over too. Don't get cocky. Sooner or later, you two will beware the youth, Wei. Time is on their side. They will always one day stand up to us. I can't wait to see when we get sends one to you. Neither can I. I'm just fucking laughing. Is this guy just dying in front of him? Hey, sick old tiger? Don't be fool. Hey, hey! Get the dog. He is just dying right in front of him. They're fucking laughing. Right. Dear Muti and Vat, hope the both of you are doing well. I'm doing fine myself. I came to Siesta. Had an unforgettable summer. It's very different from the ones you two had seen, but it's still a very interesting city. Climbed up Mount Siesta too. I successfully completed the observation. Obtained some really valuable research data. Hey, Dolly. Met one of your old friends here. No, I should say I met two of them. Told me many stories about the coffee shop encounter, that one time with the sulfuric acid pool, stories that happened in the laboratories, all kinds of things I never knew about you both. Things that happened when both of you were younger. And the other person told me that the past isn't truly over. They'll always be by your side, one way or another. Well, person. I have even more reason to believe it now, after going through a magical experience. Maybe some parts were made up, but I'm willing to and hope to believe in them, just like the bedtime stories I used to hear. Patty and Moody, I have to admit that I've never been as strong as I thought. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to hear anything ever again, that the sights in front of me would turn blurry, and it wouldn't be volcanoes or research that eventually took my life, but the pain and suffering of Oripathy. If I can, I hope to visit all the volcanoes you two visited, answer every question posed in your research notes. I want to take a chance and try going on a boat ride in a sulfuric acid lake pretending to be a tiny stone burning in the lava. Hello? Are you okay there? Fear is not the opposite of courage, just as death is not the opposite of life. I'm passionate about researching volcanoes, just as I am with my life. Or maybe I should come up with a much merrier way of going about this. But is it too late for me to understand all of this now? Actually, I have no idea where to send this letter. I just wanted to let the two of you know. I'm doing fine here. The mail something, Miss Adele? Leave it to me, and I can send it when I'm delivering the mail. Where's this headed? Actually, never mind. I think I'd like to mail it myself. Mr. Ennis, this flower is... I dug it out from the hillside when I was looking for obsidian back then. Wanted to give it to Liv as a present, but the petal color seems to have changed since I came down from the volcano. Oh, did you get it from Mount Siesta? Yeah, at the back of the volcano. Yes, sir. That's Dolly. By the way, the thing you originally came to Siesta for? I found that too. The flower. What a beautiful volcano. A volcano is most beautiful when it erupts, even if it only lasts for a short moment. How long will we have to wait for its next eruption? That doesn't matter. We can stay here for a while longer. We have plenty of time. the two ones in the dream. Oh, I like this one too. I really like that twist. Very nice. Right, took me a while to actually finish this one too. Couple days, but now that's it. Now we got the poppin' music and it's day because I'm in Asia. Well, that's it. See ya, boys.